we've got a tremendous lineup coming your way. Our main event, Lex Luger and Barry Windham will be teaming up tonight to take on Sir Oliver Humperdinck's Army.
I believe he is going to make a statement here tonight, but he's also going to have a hard time doing it because he's going to be going up against a young man who we've had an opportunity to see recently, and I'll tell you, I'm very happy and very excited to have him here at Championship Wrestling from Florida, Brian Blair. He's a very talented young man, very good wrestler, and it's going to be very interesting. I think strength advantage and there's a difference in roughness to Ron Bass than pretty much anybody he ever gets in the ring with. You have to wonder to yourself if Brian Blair, his skill and his etiquette are going to match up with the sheer raw bone style of Mr. Ron Bass, and I'm looking forward to finding out.
As are we all here. Getting our look right here at Brian Blair. Exciting young man, and I'll tell you right now, these fans, they love the way this guy wrestles. We're going to see how he does against somebody the size and the style and caliber of the Wily Outlaws. Of course, you've also got the Sir Oliver Humperdinck factor to consider as well. You know, Oliver Humperdinck at ringside is always going to be a problem for anybody in the ring. You're never just fighting Ron Bass when Oliver Humperdinck's there. You also have to keep your eyes outside as well. All right, action underway. Mr. Bass sending Blair into the turnbuckle, and now going corner to corner this time, and they two meet right in the center of the ring. Brian Blair, nice backbreaker right there. And Ron Bass feeling all that, fans. Tonight we're going to see the championship, the Florida Tag Team Champions in action non-title match. They'll be going up against the fabulous ones right here tonight, the Sheepherders against the Fabs. We do have a title that will be defended tonight, and of course the Bahamas title by Tyree Pride going up against young Sam Houston. Well, Sam Houston, very exciting wrestler, again, another guy that the fans really love a lot. Tyree Pride, of course, also a big fan favorite. It's going to be a tremendous match between those two men. Cowboy Ron Bass. Oh, and he just went all the way out to the concrete floor. Brian Blair going to work on Ron Bass. Out on the floor, and I've got to admit, this is not necessarily what I was expecting to see. Brian Blair still behind outside the ring. Referee's count continues to climb. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, do you see what he just did right there? Brian Blair's in a lot of trouble.
Reverse suplex, and Brian Blair landed on the steps. He's in trouble. Referee's count continues. Blair is in trouble. Both men trying. Oh, they just barely beat the count back in, and now Brian Blair, oh, brother, he's on fire now.
Well, I'm not even sure how these two men managed to get back in before the 10 count. It didn't look like it was going to happen. And let's give credit to Brian Blair for coming in and having any fight left in him after striking his head on the ring steps the way he did. I thought that was it.
And now Brian Blair, we wondered how he would take to the style of a Ron Bass. Well, he's firing back right now with some of his own offense. Drapes him over that top rope, slingshots him back into the middle of the ring. We have seen all kinds. Oh, look at this. He's got it on him.
Going to try and draw a submission right now for the big Cowboy. Is he going to be able to do it? I don't think so.
Ron Bass, that upper body strength just too much, and he is able to power out. He's got Brian Blair, drops him down across the top rope. Oliver Humperdinck enjoying what he's seeing right now as he applauds the efforts of the Cowboy.
Oh, he's got him in the Boston grab. We've seen this one before. Blair trying to make his way to the ropes, and he better do it. Otherwise, all right, he manages to get out.
Well, went for the cover, but you're not going to pin Ron Bass with that. Snapmare takes him over. Now Ron Bass. Big right hand down on the side. Now look at this. This is what we talked about. Ron Bass going to the eyes. Brian Blair in trouble. Power slam.
Yeah, he came down hard right there in the corner of the ring, and his feet were caught up in the rope, so there was absolutely no breaking that fall.
Oh, there's the claw hold. Will that be it? Referee in position. Brian Blair is in trouble.
And Oliver Humperdinck is loving every minute of this, I can tell you.
Brian Blair has survived thus far. And now Ron Bass goes for the cover. Blair has enough to get that shoulder up off the mat, just barely.
Well, the Cowboy out there right now, he'll do whatever he's got to do to win the match. Hooks the leg. Oh, look at this.
He's got his feet up on the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. And now Brian Blair, what's he doing? Drops him on his head. And now here's Oliver Humperdinck.
Look at this. Humperdinck distracting the referee as he tries to remove the turnbuckle pad. This match might have been over right there if not for Humperdinck distracting the official.
He's got him. Sit out. Nice move right there. Brian Blair hooks the leg. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Again, Humperdinck costing Brian Blair what I believe would have been a surefire victory right here. Outlaw Ron Bass is very fortunate right now to have a manager in his corner that's able to distract the referee, because otherwise I think he would have been pinned.
Look at this. Turns it. Drives the head of Brian Blair into the mat. He may be unconscious. Referee is there. Cover. Blair out the back door. Still not able to hook a leg, and I'm not sure why Ron Bass would fail to hook the... Look at this big elbow drop by the big Texan. Blair back up. He's got him. What's he going to do? Into the turnbuckle. Throws him back towards the center of the ring. Hooks the leg.
Well, the referee wasn't expecting it. He was clearly out of position. I think he was even focusing on a little bit of Oliver Humperdinck at ringside.
Well, you can hardly blame him after what's happened during this one already. Humperdinck's made his presence known on more than one occasion as Ron Bass again covers without hooking the leg. And once again, that, in my opinion, is the difference between the wins and the losses.
Oh, the big outlaw Ron Bass right there, just planting the leg into the back. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Blair out the back.
Brian Blair manages to get Ron Bass off balance. He's in the ropes. Irish whip sends him in. Back body. No, he missed. What are we doing? Big clothesline by Brian Blair. My goodness. Just took Cowboy Ron Bass and just about put him into tomorrow again. Sir Oliver Humperdinck, somebody's got to do something about this.
No doubt about it. Brian Blair has had this match won on several occasions, but it's always been Oliver Humperdinck getting involved, keeping this match alive longer than it should be.
Hooks the leg. Brian Blair gets the win.
Unbelievable victory for Brian Blair here on Championship Wrestling from Florida.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. We take a look back at some of the highlights in this one, fans, and I'll tell you, I didn't know how Brian Blair was going to overcome the odds, but he has. Dropped the big outlaw right down on the top of his head. Here's that first big sit-out slam. Bass, I thought he put him out right there. And again, if you would have hooked the leg, you might have had the victory, Mr. Bass, but you didn't. There is your winner, Brian Blair. Huge victory here for him on Championship Wrestling from Florida. All right, fans, we are back. Joining me at this time here in the broadcast position, we've got Mr. Mike Graham. And Mike Graham, 1 week ago, we heard from Kevin Sullivan, who says that you are going to be a member of his temple.
Well, thank you for having me, Mr. Soley. And I'll tell you right now, I heard what Kevin Sullivan had to say, and I can tell you right now, Kevin Sullivan, if the truth had teeth and bit you in the ass, you wouldn't recognize it. There is absolutely no way at all that I am ever going to be signing up with this idiot right here.
All right, Kevin Sullivan has come out here, sir. You are not invited, and I would ask that we let cooler heads prevail in this scenario. I don't need any...
Mr. Soley, just be quiet with all due respect. Mike Graham, it has been foretold by the great Buddha Dean that you will join my Temple of Five. Don't make me do this the hard way.
You know something, Sullivan? I heard you last week. I hear you here tonight, and I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what your Buddha Dean has told you. There is no way I am ever going to work with you.
Something going on here. Mr. Sullivan just handed Mike Graham what appears to be a manila envelope of some sort. I can't tell what's going on. Mike Graham, it looks like there's some sort of photographs, but again, I cannot see them.
Come with me, Michael.
Again, I don't... Wait a minute. Mike Graham has just walked off with Kevin Sullivan. What in the world was in that envelope? What were those pictures? We've got a lot of questions. Fans, I am as confused as anybody right now. Oh, brother, we've got action right out the gate.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the action from one side to the other. Now, all of a sudden, the Fabulous Ones are attacked in the aisle by the tag team champions, the Sheepherders.
All four men going at it here in the aisle. It's going to be that kind of night here in Florida, I can tell you right now. Steve Kern has one of the Sheepherders suplexed him in the middle of the floor. Stan Lane with a kick to the chest, and now turning the tide are the Fabulous Ones. Double gut buster here in the aisle. We've got Sheepherder Luke getting his clock clean. Where is his cousin in the meantime? Leaving him out to fend off both members of the Fabulous Ones. Steve Kern doing a number on him. Drives a knee right to the face. This could have lasting repercussions. Hip toss now. Takes Steve Kern down. Stan Lane looking to get involved. And he does. Tremendous arm drag. Fans, we haven't made it to the ring yet. You have to wonder if, in fact, these men are ever going to take this into the ring. Steve Kern, Northern Light suplex here on the hard floor. There's no padding down there, I can tell you that. Referee is going to have to make a decision here real soon as to whether he's going to let this continue or not. All right, the bell sounds, and now it is official. The Sheepherder just got dropped on his head. Kern into the corner. I thought he'd make a tag. There's a tag made. What a move right there. The double team flying drop kick, and it's over. Save is made. Bushwhacker Luke in the ring, and it is Stan Lane right now having his way. We saw the double team earlier. We're going to see another one now as Steve Kern comes in with a big boot right to the midsection. Well, this game plan of the Sheepherders has failed them miserably. Attacking the Fabulous Ones at the start of the match, but to no avail. Steve Kern again draping him over that top rope, slingshots him back out to the middle. Lunges for the tag, and he makes it. Here comes Butch. the sheep herders getting some of the momentum back, but for how long? They've been on the receiving end of a lot of the punishment, particularly Luke, who is now still on the floor trying to make his way to the apron. Submission hold is on, and he's able to escape that one just barely. Has him up. Out the back door, Steve Kern drops him on the back of his head.
I'll tell you right now, it was very interesting when you consider the big upper hand advantage that the sheep herders had coming out the door with that attack from behind. Now all of a sudden Stan Lane has to make the save, otherwise maybe they would have lost the match.
Oh, he just got driven off the apron. The sheep herder sizing him up. What a move. Zero sound effect on that one. They got the win.
Unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you right now, when you think about how this one began, and the IOA with that attack from behind, which was very short-lived, quite honestly. After that, it was all about the Fabs. And yet, somehow, that was a big power slam right there. Look at it. Almost broke his arm delivering it.
And after that, it was all academic. Stan Lane was on the floor and unable to make a save attempt. They are still the Florida Tag Team Champions. But the question is, can the Fabulous Ones pull it off when the titles are on the line? And they will be on the line this Sunday. We are 24 hours away from Starrcade, and they will be the match representing Florida on that amazing NWA event. All right, fans, we'll be back right after this. Back, wrestling fans. More championship wrestling from Florida action taking place right here as we get a look at the Saint as he enters the ring. And now let's take a look at this. Mike Brown making his way to the ring, and Hard to believe, but it appears that Kevin Sullivan is joining him. We saw earlier tonight Kevin Sullivan came out here and told Mike Graham that he was going to be a member of the Temple of Five. Fallen Angel out here as well. I don't know what was in that envelope, but we are very much going to try and find out at least something from Mr. Graham as to what's going on. Well, right off the bat, Mike Graham comes out with that big elbow right to the head of the Saint. He's not wasting any time. Winds up. Oh, look at this. Mike Graham choking him out. That's a little bit uncustomary to what we're used to with Mike Graham, I have to say. Flying drop kick, that's a little bit more something in the wheelhouse that we are... I just cannot figure out what Kevin Sullivan has on Mike Graham that has seemingly turned him towards this Temple of Five that we've heard about. Driving the fist down into the throat. And now the Saint with a big uppercut.
Well, that was not a very smart move perhaps by the Saint. Looks like he only did was draw the ire.
Mike Graham goes for the cover and feet on the ropes. The Saint got up and he had a look of surprise on his face. He knows that that is not Mike Graham's forte.
Big slingshot suplex right there, really nicely done.
Mike Graham now going to work on the head and neck of the Saint as Kevin Sullivan looks on. Has him up. He's got him for a pile driver.
Wow, tremendous pile driver right there. The Saint just came crashing down.
Small package now by Graham. And the Saint manages to kick out on two. God, he just kicked him off the top rope, and there, look at this. Fallen Angel sends him into that ring post.
I'll tell you, this is absolutely unbelievable what we're seeing right now by Mike Graham.
He's got him in the corner. Here comes a big bulldog. Mike Graham sizing up the Saint. He's got him belly to belly. Belly to back, rather, sit out. Hooks the leg. It's 1, 2, and 3. What in the world was in that envelope?
You know what? Everyone's going to want to know the answer to that question right now because this is not the Mike Graham that we've been used to seeing. We've seen him use some pretty dirty tricks here, including the ropes right here. We're going to get a look at that. It's not a Mike Graham thing. This was a proud wrestler with a great heritage. His father, of course, the late great Eddie Graham, the reason we have the Eddie Graham Sports Arena. And I'm at a loss for words right now. I can't believe I'm watching Mike Graham wrestling, man.
The winner right there, Mike Graham, victorious over the Saint. We'll be back with more right after this. Welcome back, wrestling fans. More action coming to you here live from Championship Wrestling from Florida. We've got our title match as promised. Florida Championship Wrestling's Bahamas Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Here comes the challenger out of Texas, a young man named Sam Houston. Very exciting wrestler to watch.
I'll tell you, I really enjoy watching this Sam Houston wrestle. This kid is from the Texas area. He's not the biggest guy you'll ever see inside of a wrestler, but I'll tell you what, he's exciting to watch. He moves very well. Fans love him. Tyree Pride is going to have a hard time retaining that title here tonight.
Well, I think perhaps the most interesting part of this matchup is the fact that both of these men are generally well regarded by the fans, and we're expecting to see a pretty good wrestling match in this one.
Well, there it is. He is the Bahamas Heavyweight Champion. There is Tyree Pride. As you mentioned, a fan favorite. The fans absolutely love this guy, Tyree Pride. Won that title in the Bahamas. The Bahama fans absolutely go crazy for him.
Sensation, Tyree Pride from Haiti, Port-au-Prince.
You have to give credit to him. He defends his title often and many times right here on our regular weekly television program. He is not afraid of putting that title on the line, and for that we give him full props.
Once again, we get a look at the challenger, Sam Houston, from Waco, Texas. Mr. Houston weighing in at just under 220 pounds. Moves around very quickly, as does his opponent, the current champion, Tyree Pride. This should be one for the record books. I think the fans are going to definitely be getting their money's worth out of this.
Well, it's already been a tremendous night of action, no doubt about that. We saw what happened with the Sheep Herders and the Fabulous Ones in the opening contest. A lot of controversy around that one, I don't mind telling you, but we haven't heard the last of them because we know that those tag team titles will be defended at Starrcade tomorrow night. Atlanta, Georgia. They're getting on planes and they're heading out to Atlanta, Georgia. Those titles will be on the line as part of Starrcade.
Indeed, I am looking forward to that very much. I plan on being in attendance for that one myself, as these two men meet in the middle of the ring, shake hands to start off. That's refreshing. Well, sounds action underway. They meet up. Collar and elbow attempt doesn't happen. Tyree Pride goes right into a suplex, and there goes the challenger, Sam Houston. Nice move by Sam Houston, using the leverage to his advantage, and the arm drag takes him down. Now he's got Tyree Pride back up.
Well, I'll tell you, Sam Houston actually ends up with a little bit of a size and perhaps even weight advantage over Tyree Pride. Champion's gonna generally be on the receiving end or the lower end of that competition every time.
Nice back elbow right there by Sam Houston, Texas native. Tyree Pride with a drop kick to the leg takes Sam Houston down. If you can ground this man, that's definitely going to help quite a bit as he now goes to work on the arm. Whip into the turnbuckle. Both men collide in the middle of the ring. Nobody gaining the advantage there, but now it is Sam Houston draping him over the top rope. Slingshots them back into the middle.
Tyree Pride's going to have to find a way to overcome the height and size advantage of Sam Houston, but again, that's nothing new for him. He's generally having that same category of dilemma every time he gets inside a squared circle, and now he's going to have to find something out about Sam Houston.
Oh, there's one of the answers. That little reverse opportunity here. Snapped over the swing. Oh, he goes for the cover, and Sam Houston able to kick out the back door. Tyree Pride with that cross chop. The champion now with the advantage, dropping Houston down on his head. Tyree Pride taking Sam Houston over to the ropes, and now what's he going to do with him? Out to the floor he goes, and Tyree Pride off the ropes. You gotta be kidding me.
Look at the senton splash, and he just wiped out Sam Houston here on the floor.
Neckbreaker on the concrete floor. Now I've got to admit I'm a little surprised to see the action taking place out here. I thought these men would keep it in the ring.
Well, we've seen some other surprising things tonight, not the least of which, of course, Mike Graham, so maybe there's a trend happening here.
Oh, Tyree Pride down across the knee. Tyree Pride is calling to Sam Houston. He wants him to come down to the ring. It's not going to happen. Tyree retains the title by a countout. I'm not sure that's the way he wanted to win it.
Well, it may not be the way he wanted to win it, but that is the way he won it, and that's the way that one's going to go down. And started out like a pretty good wrestling match and kind of got away from both men there towards the end.
Wrestling fans, it is time for our main event of the evening. We're going to get a look right now at Humperdinck's Army, the brigade, if you will.
Well, we're taking a look right here. It's Kendo Nagasaki and this Ninja. We don't know a lot about the Ninja, but he's a dangerous, dangerous man. We've seen him in the ring already. And well-versed in all facets of the martial arts, and then under the tutelage of not only Oliver Humperdinck, but this Kendo Nagasaki. You know this Ninja is going to be a special kind of dangerous.
To the ring wearing the garb if you would, of their culture, that from the Orient. Mr. Nagasaki. To be reckoned with is this ninja. I understand we've had some of our people trying to do some research on the ninja to get some backstory, but very, very secretive indeed.
Well, that's the whole thing about the whole ninja culture, is that you should be very stealth-like. You should be able to slip in and slip out. And obviously to put together some sort of a dossier on a man like that is going to be very difficult.
All right, they're about to be going up against a couple of the fan favorites here for sure. Barry Windham and the Florida heavyweight champion as he makes his way to the ring at this time. A total package, Lex Luger, member of the Four Horsemen in the NWA.
Well, Lex Luger, I'll tell you right now, he's been on a run for several months here in the FWF. Not only is he the Florida heavyweight champion, but he is also the NWA United States champion right now. Of course, as you mentioned, he's a member of the Four Horsemen, so that in itself is going to bring a level of prestige.
You know, I've watched this man a number of times, and I've got to tell you, I feel like he's a different person when he's here in the Florida area wrestling for CWF.
Well, that's because you don't generally see the Horsemen surrounding him, so he is a little bit more of what I believe is his true nature.
And here comes his tag team partner. Wrestling out of Sweetwater, Texas, this is Barry Windham.
Well, Barry Windham, I'll tell you right now, we see a lot of these Texas-born wrestlers. We saw Sam Houston earlier, see Barry Windham. Of course, his brother Kendall Windham is a regular here in Championship Wrestling of Florida. Blackjack Mulligan, their father. Cowboy Ron Bass, we saw him earlier tonight. We just have a very strong Texas blend going on here in the Florida State area that makes for some very interesting matches, because one thing you got to say they all share in common is they are tough.
Well, there's no doubt about that. There is a level of tough that just generally seems to come with guys that are born and raised in the state of Texas. It's a very tough lifestyle growing up, and that definitely translates well into professional wrestling, as we have seen over the years.
All right, now look at this. Kendo Nagasaki with that slide-out kick, and Luger just caught that upside his head. Back body drop takes him all the way out to the floor, and there's Luke and Oliver Humperdinck.
I think that may have caught Oliver Humperdinck in the shoulder on the way down. Kendo Nagasaki down, and now Luger having words with this ninja. Now the ninja decides to drop. Wait a minute! Nagasaki just inadvertently struck the ninja.
I tell you what, you presume it would be inadvertent, but then you wonder maybe he wasn't happy with the fact that the ninja didn't do anything to Luger. This could be just a case of tough love.
Well, I'll tell you, if they're starting to break the... Oh, wait a minute. Oliver Humperdinck trying to put his hands on the Florida champion. That's a bad idea.
Referee's count continues to work its way up as Kendo Nagasaki ran over and over again into the apron.
Once again, the ninja is in the way. Luger beats the count, and I don't think Nagasaki will. There's the tag made, but it doesn't matter. Windham and Luger victorious by a countout.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I don't know if that's what we were expecting to see, but the ninja just kind of seemed like he was in the way of Nagasaki that whole night.
Perhaps we the last of this. Barry Windham never even getting an opportunity to get in the ring, nor did the Ninja for that matter. All right, fans, we want to thank you for joining us here with Championship Wrestling from Florida. Everybody, Gold, this is Gordon Soley saying so long, everyone.